investigation. Inattention is something that we are actively looking at as part of the investigation.
Michael, we're talking about kids with their siblings on the bus going home from school day, which they would have done so many times before. When paramedics and police and families and teachers got to that scene, can you sort of talk us through what happened in that moment? We had vision of Good Samaritans, plainclothes police, and pulling children out of that wreckage. Can you talk us through a bit about that?
Yeah, I think it's important to acknowledge that we're all human in these roles, and some of the people who respond have children, and whether you have children or not, it's a really terrible and confronting scene that they've gone to. And when I heard the job, your heart really sinks. Like it's really confronting. On the way down, some of the thoughts that are going through your mind about how impactful it's going to be. Firstly for the children, and then for all of their families, and then for the police and other emergency services that responded. The response time from the emergency services was really quite quick in my opinion, and we got down there. They were able to stabilise the bus and then start to remove the children from the bus and triage. It is a difficult environment to work in. The intersection's just surrounded by paddocks, so we had to sort of set up just temporary triaging areas, and then what I can say is that those who were most seriously injured were conveyed to hospital really quickly, and got to the Royal Children's and also the Sunshine Hospital, where they received that treatment.
You said that police were being investigating inattention at the truck driver allegedly on his mobile phone. Do you know?
No, that will form part of the investigation, but there's no information that I have that was the case.
Michael, are you expecting there to be more charges?
Yeah, look, as the investigation continues, it is likely that there will be more charges. It's unfortunately too early to say at this stage, but as I say, the speed will be considered as well as part of the investigation. We had our Major Collision Investigation Unit detectives have been here for the last near on 24 hours, and they've obviously done all of the work that they do, all of the assessments and investigations that they're doing, so that will absolutely form part of the investigation.
Are you able to provide any update on your children's condition?
No, that's a matter for the Royal Children's Hospital and the other hospitals where they're currently receiving treatment.
What was the response time to police to get to us?
I don't know the exact response times, but it was very quick. I was monitoring the radio, and in a very short time, they were at the scene.
Michael, when the children were in the seatbelts, so do we know if the children that were seriously injured were wearing seatbelts?
Yeah, so I do know that the bus was fitted with seatbelts, but I'm unaware of the children who were and were not wearing seatbelts. No, I probably can't go into exactly what the additional charges will be. The most serious charges of dangerous driving causing serious injury have been laid.
What would you say to the people that jumped out of their vehicles and helped at the scene?
Oh, firstly, thank you in the first instance, and undoubtedly their actions have potentially prevented further injuries, and also reduced the time it took to get the children out of the bus and to hospital. Some of them are heroes. At the time that the bus overturned, I understand that there was diesel leaking from the bus, and it's a really confronting scene. As I said, some of the injuries are really very traumatic, and that would be a difficult scene for a passerby to come across, and then to have acted the way they did is really admirable. Yeah, absolutely. As I said before, police and I want to acknowledge all of the emergency services that were there: Fire Rescue Victoria, Ambulance Victoria, and also the SES. It'll be very impactful for all of the emergency services who attended yesterday. Fortunately, we do have processes in place to assist those people as much as possible, as well as, as I said, as well as the teachers from the school who went down as well. We've just had a meeting with the parents of some of the children in the school and some of the staff that were there, and it's sort of unimaginable to imagine that the children were in their classrooms and such a short time later, so seriously injured, so close to school, and then for the teachers to have turned out, that's going to be really impactful for them as well. So it's just another reason around the road safety messages that we get across, because as I said, so many of these instances are avoidable, and then the outcomes are so horrific and terrible. And so, like I said, if you're listening to me now in the car, think about what you're doing. Pay attention, slow down, and be courteous to other road users, and consider that things on the road can change at short time. Leave those safe distances, and importantly, speak to others about the importance of road safety.
Sure. This is Craig Wilson, our assistant principal.
Hi.
Sure. Thank you. I'm a lot closer than Michael was. Thank you all for turning out this afternoon. I want to start by just sending all of our children and their families our love and our support, and our thoughts are with them. And I've been in contact with as many as I could reach, and we'll be bringing them all again later on. I just want to absolutely acknowledge our amazing staff, almost the entirety of our teaching staff. Some were here managing the situation at school in terms of family calls. The majority were down at the site with us, and that was really confronting. With expecting, a fender bender, not anything more than that. And our staff just instinctively wrapped their arms around the kids and provided love and support and comfort in a really, really difficult situation. I want to acknowledge all the amazing people who stopped to help. Some of those people were past parents of ours, so they are always part of the Exford family. But to everyone who stopped to offer assistance and help and comfort, blankets, thank you. You have our absolute appreciation. To the emergency services who turned out in full and were so amazingly efficient in supporting our kids. And to Vic Pol and the department for the wraparound supports we're now receiving as we look towards how do we support our kids as they start to return to school. To our amazing local community, we've been inundated with messages of love and support and food and flowers, and it's just lovely to know that our community is right there with us. Obviously, as we move forward into supporting the kids as they start to return home or return to school, that is where our focus will be, and we fully appreciate that you'll allow us to be 100% focused on our kids as we usually are. So thank you all for your time this afternoon. Thank you.